Hello my quilting friends! My name is Leah Day and welcome back to Mini Block Monday. Today we're piecing a traditional bear's paw quilt block. For this block you will need, in a blue fabric color, cut one 2" by 4" rectangle and cut one 2½ inch square. In a white fabric color, cut one 2" by 4" rectangle and cut one 1½ inch square. First step is to create a set of 4 half square triangles using the 2" by 4" rectangles. So you're going to take these rectangles and place them right sides together. And as you can see, I've already marked this. You're going to mark a line that is exactly 2 inches from the edge. So it's right down the middle of your blue rectangle. And then you're going to measure and mark diagonal lines from both corners to that midpoint. Once you get that marked, take this to your machine and stitch exactly a 1/4 inch to both sides of the diagonal lines. So how I would stitch this is I'd start here, stitching a 1/4 inch from that diagonal line, pivot and stitch off. Then I'd stitch this little diagonal line and this little line too. And here's what it looks like once you get that stitched. Now I'm going to take a pair of sharp scissors and cut right along that midpoint line. Then I'm going to cut along the diagonal marked lines. And this is going to separate out my 4 half square triangles. There we go. Now take your time finger pressing these seam allowances open and flat, and then take it to your iron and press with a hot, dry iron so it flattens it out completely. Once you get that done, go ahead and trim all of these half square triangles down to measure 1½ inches square. Now this is how you're going to arrange your bear paw block. First going to piece 2 of the half square triangles together and then piece them to the side of your blue 2½ inch square. Then you're going to piece the white 1½ inch square to 2 more half square triangles and piece that to the top edge of your block. The big thing that's difficult, I find, with a bear's paw block is making sure that the triangles are facing the right direction. It's really, really easy to do this. So watch out for that. Remember that your bear's paw needs to have the claws attached to the block. So remember that. Make sure that they get spun around the right way. And I always try and look at this area and make sure that that looks right. And that usually sets me off on the right track. So that's it for our bear's paw block. This should measure 3½ inches square at this stage, or 3 inches square once you piece it to other things. So that's it for this tutorial. If you'd like to find more Mini Block Monday videos, click here to find a playlist of them all. And if you'd like more tips on quilt piecing, click here to find a video with my 5 main tips for piecing successfully. And if you'd like to learn even more, I have written a book about piecing. This is How to Piece Perfect Quilts. You can find it on my website at leahday.com/piece. Until next time, let's go quilt.